Beautiful soul connector, welcome. Today's Tune In Thursday mini free training is all about releasing the fear of failure and releasing that thought that we have that an obstacle is in our way. And what we're going to do is a meditation together, and you will experience a rapid shift in that moment of mindset, a shift in, okay, how how can I not get stuck in the what if it doesn't work out? Okay, we're gonna shift that. You'll feel free to attract new career and opportunities for health and lifestyle that fulfill you because your mind won't stop. It's not going to be stuck thinking you don't deserve to live at a higher standard. And you're going to learn how you can do this within 15 minutes to feel like the world is yours to conquer. Okay, quickly let me introduce myself. I'm Claudia-Sam, and I support driven women who feel stuck with where they're at in life, who feel like they aren't the happiest they can be, but who know deep down that they can be so much more in their lives. I support them using my tune in method to confidently trust themselves, go around obstacles, and be able to live the life that they want for themselves because we only have one life in this body. I do have one of my best friends who said, though, the other day, she said, "It doesn't matter, I'm coming back." It just warmed my heart when we don't get to our end goals and we can think of, it doesn't matter, I'm coming back. I just loved that. It put some relief on my shoulders. So today, what I wanted to explore with you is that fear of failure. What is an obstacle that you normally have? What is an obstacle that you often have? Maybe close your eyes and feel into that question for yourself. What is an obstacle that you often have? And then the other question is, what are you afraid to fail at? What are you afraid to fail at? Close the eyes and feel into that. Okay, now that we have that in our energy field, it can be about feeling afraid to not have enough time. And so maybe we think that, well, if we keep going at this pace, we're going to expand time and we're going to create it for ourselves, right? And so we might be afraid to fail and therefore arrive at the end of our day not having gone through our whole to-do list. I can feel that being something with this community. But also it can also be an obstacle, right? The time can be an obstacle, but because in our minds we see time as, well, it's in a box. We need to get things done within the 24-hour time frame that we have. But here's something that might help you shift your perspective before we go into this meditation. Everything that we see as an obstacle, if you're multitasking, listen. Everything that we see as an obstacle is our mind and ego self that believes it's an obstacle. Hear me out. When our mind is set on, I need to get this done by this time, otherwise I'm not good enough. Otherwise, I'm such a failure. When that happens, we feel overwhelmed, take over our body oftentimes because we're trying to fight with the idea that the mind has of success. And it's super important to be able to tune in to our heart so that we can get out of the head and realize that there is no such thing as an obstacle. There is no such thing as an obstacle. In the Hindu mythology, Ganesh is the son of Shiva and Parvati. Ganesh is this symbolic half body of an elephant, half body of a human. Oops, sorry, Ganesh. I have a little Ganesh here. And he what he stands for, what Ganesh stands for is, or rather what he believes, he says, I don't believe in obstacles. I don't believe in obstacles. Why? There's always a way around what the mind sees as an obstacle. So what we're going to do in this meditation is we're going to shift from the what if it doesn't work out? My mind wants to go there, but everything in my life right now is steering me the other way. We're going to learn how to see it as an opportunity, how to see it as what if it works out instead, and be able to feel that as an openness in our body. Are you ready? And does this land with you, what I'm saying? Do you feel like it resonates with you? Please let me know. All right, get yourself in a comfortable seated position. I love to sit on my meditation cushion just at the edge of my buttocks. And even if you're a perfectionist and you're afraid to fail at everything, it's okay. We're going to learn how to tune into ourselves in this meditation. It'll be max like 10, 12 minutes of a meditation. And we're going to learn to be okay with what is. Because often when we are stuck in perfectionism and wanting to do things so perfectly, it's because we have these expectations, and often they come from the mind. These expectations come from the mind, but we forget to tune into the heart. What does the heart want? We don't know because we let the head drive. Yeah? Okay. Allow your body to be comfortable. You can sit cross-legged. You can use blocks. You can use whatever to sit on and prop yourself up a little bit. And I really invite you here to, if you are in the couch, it's okay to lean back, but be careful not to round your back when you're leaning back. Okay, you can be supported by the couch or by the chair, that's fine. Just make sure that the spine can be lengthened so that you can really be receptive, and also for the energy to flow in a fluid way in your body. Hands, palms down or up on your thighs. Up is for being receptive, and down is if you want to be more grounded. If you feel like you're getting in your mind and you're overthinking too much, put your palms, hands down so that you can really feel the thighs, okay? And close the eyes. When the eyes are closed, notice how the world around you starts to shut down a little bit. Just by closing the eyes and tuning in, I invite you to first make space between the eyebrows. Really let the ears draw down the sides of the face. Make the eyes go back into their sockets. Relax the jaw and close the mouth. You can just have the teeth part a little bit. And the tongue really is at the bottom of the mouth, creating like this scoop. Bottom of the mouth. And then lower the awareness down the throat. Feel the whole throat and neck. And relax the shoulders down further away from the ears. Feel the chest broad. Shoulder blades together almost. The arms are just there by the side, relaxed. The elbows aren't open wide towards the side, or they're not tucking in towards the body. They're just there. And see if you can feel the heart pumping in the cavity of your chest. If you can't, that's okay. The heart is there, so try to be like you can see inside the heart and the chest area of the body. And then lower the awareness down towards the belly. And if you're tucking it in, release it, relax it. And then lower the awareness to the bowl of the pelvis. Feel 360 degrees, like that watery flow of femininity and creativity, that fluid reminder of flow in our life, that we can go around obstacles. That fluidity is a part of our lives. The ups and downs, the left, the right, the bottom, the up, the sideways. And then relax your legs. Come back up with your awareness to the nostrils. And just feel the movement of the breath as it moves in and out through your nose. You can even feel like the hair inside the nose. And every time you breathe in, the nostrils maybe flare up. They take in more oxygen. And when you exhale, you feel the warmth of the carbon dioxide going out of your body. And just keep focusing on that in and out breath. And there's many ways to meditate around the fear of failure and seeing obstacles. And right now I'm just going to take you to something simple that you can go to regularly. I want you to keep feeling that breath as your focus. If ever your mind takes you elsewhere, just make sure that you know that the breath is always there as your anchor point. It's like dropping you out of the whirlwind of the mind and allowing you to be in the presence of the now. I invite you to think about that main obstacle that you are living or experiencing in your life. That one thing right now that you're afraid to fail at. You're afraid to not be good enough at or for. And if there's many things, just pick one. And if you're wondering which one should I pick, it doesn't matter. There's no good or bad. There's no right or wrong here. Maybe it's just a feeling, and that's okay. By bringing that obstacle and that fear of failing to your awareness, where do you feel it in your body? When you think about not having enough time or not getting your project done in time, what is happening in your body? If you're afraid you won't do something the right way or you'll be judged, how does that feel in your body? And we don't need to judge the sensation, we just want to be with it. So for me, it's at my chest. It even pierces through to the back of my chest. So in my upper back, really like behind my heart, I can feel it. Now, feel that sensation. And what I want you to do is focus on your exhale and keep an eye on that sensation. And I'm just going to hold space for you to do that for a few breaths, focusing on your exhale and keeping an eye on the sensation. This keeps our conscious mind busy and it allows the sensation to shift. Focus on your exhale. One more. Now take a big breath in through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Feel the ribs expand, the space between the ribs. Relax those shoulders and exhale. One more big breath. Expand the rib cage. Hold the breath at the top. Feel the inner expansion. And exhale. And now seeing in your body now how that sensation has shifted for you. You can always go back to how your body is feeling around a particular fear. Now come back to the breath and know that the breath can always be your anchor point. The breath can always help you to move through those stuck sensations and emotions in the body. And those stuck emotions are holding onto you by fear. And just by allowing yourself, giving yourself that space today to feel that it's present in your body, that it's real, it will shift. It is starting to shift inside of you. And now, to end the meditation, I want you to imagine that with every exhale, there is colored breath, colored carbon dioxide. Maybe it's dark gray. So you are exhaling all the residual fear of failing, of not having enough time, of being judged if you don't do it right, or the fear of doing it wrong, of not going around the obstacle and being faced with it. Breathe out all of the residual fear. If it is dark gray, see it. Every exhale, there's dark gray that you exhale. And the more you see transparent and clear breath, the more you can start breathing in the new color you want. Maybe it's bright, light, golden color. Every time you breathe in, it doesn't go just to the lungs. It goes all the way to that area of the body that you were feeling stuck in before. If there is still a little bit of dark color when you exhale, just see the light, the other beautiful color that comes in when you inhale, so that it balances itself out. And notice how your body language expands and opens up. Finding a smile on your face and a smile on your heart. Very gently bring both hands together and rub the palms. And then bring the hands to cover the eyes on the face. Notice the shapes, the textures, the colors behind the darkness. And when you're ready, flutter the eyelids open and let light come in. Welcome back. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that this was helpful to you. And an advice before we go, be kind to yourself. These obstacles, we can choose to see them as huge mountains there's no way around. Or we can sit with ourselves, close the eyes, tune in, feel into the body as to how it's making us feel, and then tune into our hearts so that we can make an aligned decision to how we want to feel, so that we can go around the obstacle and find our own way that works for us. Thank you so much.